Hello everyone, John Trigger 12 back here again with another video. And yes, I know I might be a little tiny bit late on this type of news, but seeing as how I've been doing some things and my internet's been very slow, so the process of making videos and putting out videos, specifically the type of videos I like to do, it's been time consuming. So I'm sorry if this is any kind of like delay or like waiting for you guys, but whatever. But seeing as how I am a big DC fan, I've been talking a lot of, giving my personal thoughts on a lot of info that's been coming out specifically for the grand finale of films, as I like to call it, which is Batman vs. Superman. And yes, apparently Warner Brothers officially gave us the title for what the movie is going to be called. And yes, it is what we suspected, which is Batman vs. Superman. The title for the Man of Steel sequel will be titled Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, which would make sense based off the title. I can't really go off like what I think the film will be based around. The story is gonna be semi based off the Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. So obviously, Batman and Superman are not gonna be friends by any stretch of the imagination. But seeing as how Zack Snyder is going to be directing Justice League back to back with Batman vs Superman, so obviously the sequel is going to be a gateway to Justice League. So in the end, they have to come to some terms of like oh, we got to team up and we have to save the world because blah blah blah. So I kind of get what they're doing here and with the titles and all that nonsense. But overall, my basic perspective on the whole thing, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a good idea that they went with Batman vs. Superman. A lot of people thought the same way, and I totally agree with them. Because you want to sell tickets, you want to fucking make this the biggest movie of the year, or a box office, like fucking, just all out fucking crazy. Just name it what it is. Batman vs. Superman. And of course, there's lots of people who like to bash it. It's like, oh, it's stupid. Usually movies that are based around, someone versus another person, it's kind of just stupid and just a waste of time. I kind of agree with you, but then again, what movie could this be titled? It's Batman vs. Superman. You couldn't call it Dark Knight Returns because it's not fully based on it, and it's a Superman sequel. And you can't. What do you call the next one? Man of Steel 2? Like, it's too lame of a title. So I like it. I don't really have any fault with it. It is interesting to see that this sequel is going to be mostly just a pull to Justice League, but in the end, that's all we're wanting, and I don't fucking have any fault with it. I like it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Now, as for the story, I have zero idea. The rumors just continue to get bigger and bigger every single day, so I have fucking no clue as to what the plot of this movie is going to be about. Obviously, it's semi-based off The Dark Knight Returns, so most likely we all know that Batman and Superman would not be friends by any means necessary. But seeing as how it is a gateway to Justice League, most likely in the beginning and middle and possibly third act, they'll probably not be friends. They'll interact here and here, and of course, they'll have a big epic fight, hopefully. And by the end, they'll find out that they have to team up and save the day because there's something else that's bigger and worse. Which makes me want to think, like, who's going to be the villain? We know Lex Luthor is going to be a part of this movie, but who's the big villain, behind the sheets? There's been a lot of rumors going around that Lex Luthor will be the main villain. Like, we all know Batman and Superman are going to fight. That's not the issue. The issue is who's like the person who's causing all this problem. And a lot of rumors have been pointing to Lex, and apparently he's going to be like one of those puppet master types where he's just pulling the strings on people and he's fucking making Batman hate Superman and Superman hate Batman. So I kind of see where they're going with that one. If that is true, I have no fault with it because, it kind of would make sense seeing how Lex Luthor is kind of a douchebag and would do something like that, so I'm okay with it. But it kind of makes me think is like, what's going to be the big over-the-top villain that they're going to choose for Batman and Superman, and of course the Justice League to team up and save the world from You know, my money's on Darkseid because I've been saying this for months. Like, I personally would like to see Darkseid be the main villain for the Justice League to fight, but most likely it might be just another alien type of like monster, or maybe Brainiac, you know, or a Brainiac type of character, or maybe Lex Luthor. Maybe he discovers like some kind of Kryptonian technology and he uses it against the world, and Superman can't beat him or something, so he calls in the Justice League. I don't really know. Rumors up the ass. I have no fucking clue. But overall, the main title of this film would be Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I personally like the title. I really have no fault with it. I have no fault with anything that Zack Snyder's been putting out. I mean, a lot of people may give him shit, but who cares? It's fucking awesome stuff, you know. I mean, and plus, I can't wait to see more Batman action, you know. Especially seeing as how this is the first time we're seeing a live action Dark Knight Returns Batman. We've seen the Dark Knight trilogy, and as much as I love the Dark Knight trilogy, this is Dark Knight Returns Batman. This is the most badass, epic, dark, evil, bastard won't die type of Batman. So I can't wait to see that, especially up against the Man of Steel Superman. So I personally can't wait. Uh, but overall, I like the title. But what do you guys think? Do you like the title? Do you hate the title? What would you have liked Warner Brothers to title this movie? What could it have been called? I personally, other than Batman vs Superman, I can't really think of a title that it could be called other than Dark Knight Returns. But this isn't a Batman sequel; it's a Superman sequel. So who the fuck knows? Overall, I can't wait to see more content on this. Obviously, Comic Con's around the corner, so I can tell that they're just hauling ass to get shit done, so they can like feature some cool stuff at Comic Con, which I can't wait for. You know, because Zack Snyder, love him or hate him, he does like give a lot to the fans, and he fucking kills it at Comic Con. I mean, like last time he showed us the logo before there was even a script, you know, and you know, so what's next? Like we're gonna get fucking, I don't know, fucking Cyborg suit at the fucking Comic Con? Like he brings it over, like Cyborg suit? I don't know. Fucking the Batmobile? I don't know. Some epic cool shit. I can't wait. So, or maybe the official teaser. I don't really know. But at the end of the day, the title is Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. It's going to be a backstory or a prequel to Justice League. So I can't wait. Can't wait to see it. I love the title. I love everything that's been coming out about this movie. I'm a big fan of it. Anybody who doesn't like it, that's your choice. You can go over there and pout in the corner, but over here I'm going to be rocking it. So fuck you. But in the comment section, what do you guys think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What would you have liked to have it called? What would you have called it? And that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed.